Speed Racer #1 from Mad Cave Studios was my first foray into the Speed Racer universe. Yeah, folks, somehow I made it this far in life without having ever been exposed to Speed Racer. Never read a manga, never read a comic, never saw the show, never saw a movie, nothing. So yeah, as far as talking about this new book from author David Pepos, artist David Tinto, and the folks at Mad Cave Studios, I'm kind of in a unique position. But indeed, talk about it I shall, as this is Speed Racer #1 and the latest edition of Comic Book Chronicles Mailbox. So yeah, the folks at Mad Cave Studios were nice enough to send me a little something regarding Speed Racer #1. And as a reminder, if you send me something, I will in fact open it and look at it on this channel. Did I mention this issue comes out today, as in the same day that this video drops? So if you're watching this now, chances are you can go to your local comic shop and pick up Speed Racer #1. So let's pop this sucker open. Alright, so it looks like here we have a napkin. Oh, you know what this is? This is the bandana thing that I think he wears sometimes, right? The idea is to... I can't do a bandana. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, a mystery bag here. The Free Comic Book Day preview issue, which it looks like is actually autographed by David Pepos. That's pretty cool. This is a very nice taste of things to come, as far as the Speed Racer series is concerned. And you know, much of what applies to this issue also applies to the first issue of the book, so let's go ahead and dive into that. So best that I can tell, and long story short, because remember, I've never seen or read a Speed Racer story before this. Speed Racer takes place in a near future type world where race car driving has been souped up severely. You can race in a variety of different places, and the cars are decked out with weapons and gadgets and things like that. True story, as I was reading these two issues, issue 0 and issue 1, I thought to myself, this is kind of like Mario Kart, except without the Mario characters. Except Speed Racer, the original manga, I think dates back to the late 60s, so it's more like Mario Kart is like Speed Racer. But our main character is the titular Speed Racer, yes, that's his actual name, who is like an ace race car driver, and he's driving to avenge the death of his brother Rex, who was also a racer. And in this story, things get personal for Speed Racer and his friends real fast. Real fast, because he's Speed Racer. The subtitle for this issue is Life in the Fast Lane. I appreciate me a good Eagles classic rock reference. As somebody who, again, has no experience with Speed Racer, this issue led us into things quite nicely. It starts with like a flashback, or a series of flashbacks overlaid with a conversation between Speed and Rex. And then we go immediately into a race where we establish that this is not at all a typical car racing type deal. So the issue gets you up to speed quite quickly. I promise I'm not doing that on purpose. I promise. The art by David Tinto and the colors by Rex Locus make for a presentation that, especially in the beginning, is very dynamic and exciting. It's got a great energy to it. It fits the Speed Racer world and premise really well. This issue does a lot of heavy lifting in terms of not just introducing and establishing Speed Racer and his family, but introducing the main and side characters, like our villain and our allies, etc. From a writing standpoint, I was actually really impressed. I wasn't expecting to be emotionally invested in Speed Racer, like as a human being. But, you know, we establish what his relationship with his brother was like, what his relationship with his father was like, what his relationship with people in general is like. You get a sense, a strong sense, of who this guy is. And you do legitimately want to root for him. Weird name notwithstanding. And indeed, by the end of the issue, the stakes have been upped in a big, personal way for Speed Racer. Tragedy will strike his family again if he does not act quickly. So yeah, this was fun, this was exciting, and you know what? I'm inclined to say that I'll be coming back for Speed Racer number 2 and subsequent issues. And considering this issue had to start from scratch with me, like completely from zero, I'd say that's a decent-sized compliment. Speed Racer number 1 from Mad Cave Studios is available at your local comic shop and digitally July 30th, that's today. So if you've got room on your pull list, I highly encourage you to check this one out.